Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 34th episode of Dokidoki Precure. And last episode was a very exciting one because we actually had a sleepover. And not only that, we also had that be kind of like the catalyst for storytelling, like an actual friendship foundation, that's the right word, when they first became friends, right? When they're little running around being silly, just the friendship was created that day, and it was very exciting stuff. Now this episode, not quite sure what we're gonna get, so let's jump on in. 3, 2, 1, play. Okay, are we starting right with some action? Okay, fair enough. Oh god, what an unpleasant monster to battle. Let's kiss that garbage. Like, I'm not very invested in the fight because I just got here, but let's go. Foiled again in like, what, 40 seconds? Less than 40 seconds. Why are you sad? We won. Is she stuck up there? Like a cat in a tree? Is that what's happening? Because that doesn't sound good. Like, maybe it's not over. Aguri holding her ground, as expected. Good question. Is I doing it? Does a baby crying just feel the evil inside them? Is that a mechanic? Not good. Yeah, I still got those rings on. Sucks for you guys. So the rings kind of helped us there, I guess. Sort of. Well, they're gone now. That's the important thing. Yeah, please don't cry anymore. We can't afford that. Would you like a bottle? Or a toy? Perhaps a head pat? Three, two, one. Dokidoki. Yeah. I wonder if we'll get some eye focus this episode, because that'd be cool. Hello, hello. I'm a little tired today, I'll be honest, but when was the last time Regina was relevant to an episode? Feels like it's been a while. I know we mentioned her here and there, but she like hasn't been around. It's very sad. Sponsor segment. See, I is pretty happy right there, you know, just sitting tall, like higher than everyone else. Like she's on top of the world. Bum, 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 bum. I think even the creatures that are flying are tend to get a lower altitude in that shot. Wow, okay. So that's the kind of episode we're gonna have, like a, because we have like what are like 5 working single mothers in this show that, yeah, battle evil. She doesn't look like she wants it. Uh, mm, that's the big question. Maybe we could try a toy? That'd make me feel better. In fact, it kind of did. But if Peekaboo doesn't work, I don't know what we have that's better than that. I guess we could try a rattle. Guess that was a no. Idle Mom trying to sing a lullaby. We'll see if it works. I don't think it did. Okay, that's kind of cute and funny, but I don't think it'll work either. Anyone else have any ideas? Yeah, motherhood is difficult. Do you have any advice? Any tips? Have you tried giving her like a Game Boy or something? How did you make me stop crying when I was a baby? Yeah, sometimes a baby is just being a baby. Above average, sure, but not everything. Almost kind of like being a vet, you know? Because the vet's patients can't speak. That's kind of what I was saying earlier. I could so picture that. She does not look like she's aged much. I mean the mother. Baby has a huge head. Well, now she has mana in her life. Probably makes a big difference. It really can't be helped. I mean, babies cry. It's just a thing they do. Not to brag or anything. Yeah, I bet. Probably like a 2 years old tries to run over to the neighbor's house to help them with their problems. Okay, that is not safe. That's impressive, though. Not safe. I guess she has her own kind of problems. Her adventurous nature. This is a nice scene. I don't know how much it helped us with our current situation, but it was a nice scene. Yeah, I gotta make up for that. That is true. Okay. It's something simple, but yeah. Babies, I think they're like more susceptible to the emotions of people around them than you might think. Also, I'm pretty sure Mana Smile can cure just about anything. Rika pictures. I never noticed. Maybe you should have like decorated it, made it look more like a toy. Oh, okay. I don't blame you. What a great mother. I mean, so is Mana's mother too. But we didn't have a nice hiking scene in that scene, so. That's the magic of a mother's hug. But that means we have to cancel the hug. But I guess it can't be helped. Yeah, because it's somewhat similar hair color, she really does look like the biological mother. Like it's even more of a similar hair color than Mana and her mother. Maybe we should have been a bit more gentle. Like, how dare you try to put me down? You're not gonna get away with that. Boy, is she glad to see you. Oh, I think she's calming down. Good thing she didn't drop the baby. Also, you really shouldn't fall asleep while holding a baby. It's just because, you know, you drop the baby. I mean, this baby can fly, I think, but... I mean, he acts that way because he's in kind of a position of power right now, so... If the tables return, you'd be acting the same way. Yeah, it's really bad that the bad guys now know about that. Because now they have an extra reason to bully Aichan. No, how about you not do that? You've had enough trouble getting this baby to be happy this episode. Yeah, that's a new problem we have to deal with. Bum, 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 bum. Well, she's not crying. I mean, she doesn't exactly look happy, but she's not crying. Mana just staring at the baby. Yeah, babies are kind of an anti-sleep device. She just looks so unhappy. I don't know. I wonder what her issue is. Like, we never really got that to the bottom of that. Oh, bubbles. I thought it was like food or something at first. Yeah, babies love bubbles. My cat loves bubbles. I guess she doesn't like the bubbles. Yeah, they're already planning on bullying the baby. Yeah, that was some advice she got from an expert. Yeah, if we play other enough, surely eventually she'll cheer up. Just don't climb on the jungle gym, Aichan. Is that gonna be our next selfishness monster? 12, okay. That is pretty bad. It's not a 0, but it's still Akaten, like, still failing. Well, I think we know what the monster's gonna look like now. No, but they're gonna come. Well, if a mysterious voice says so, I guess it's okay. Let's go. Always looks so painful. And yep, it is a motorcycle. Even has its own hands. Even though a magical motorcycle wouldn't like need hands, but we got him anyway. But we're trying to play with the baby. How rude to interrupt. Is he standing on it? You're supposed to be sitting on it. Doesn't even want to ride a motorcycle. Let's transform everyone. L-O-V-E. Beak, beak, beak. And then our Cure Diamond. And then our Cure Rosetta. And then Cure Sword. No Aguri. Oh no, maybe she's gonna transform, okay. That's actually a thing, yeah, we do kinda need her help for her, so. If she's in a bad mood, she just might not help us at all. Dumbass. Well, that cheered her up. Okay, that was great. Thank you for your assistance, bad guy. It's greatly appreciated. I told you should sit on it properly. That's what you get. Always buckle up. That was funny. Imagine having to rely on a moody baby to be able to even transform into your superhero form. Like, if they're just not in the mood for it, then it just won't help you. But luckily, we gotta figure it out. Yeah, she seems to be much much happier now. I didn't quite pick up on that. Okay, does she not like the loud noises? Because that's understandable. Maybe we could give her some earplugs. Perhaps some headphones. If she can borrow mine. In fact, I have an extra pair back there somewhere. I wish she would just fall off the motorcycle. Yeah, that is a thing that's happening. Did it just blast us with its wheel? Oh no. Please stop crying, Nichon. This is not okay. This is so not okay. Let's pop the tire or something. Like, Cure Sword, just use your sword to stab it. That works too, I guess. I mean, you guys are the experts. I just watch. Yeah, let's please get her out of harm's way. Probably best to get her off, like, completely away from the battlefields. At this, assuming it doesn't, like, undo Aguri's transformation. Yeah, you think you're so tough. Maybe he is. Yeah, because one of us isn't helping because she's busy with the baby. Yeah, we do kind of just keep bringing a baby to the battlefield. It's probably not the best parenting thing. For sure. Like we did just now. So please stop crying. There we go. I think I might have done it. Now laugh, because maybe that'll power us up instead. Did you run out of fuel? Are we about to have a turnaround? Yes, yes, that. Oh, wow. Diamond Swirl sounds like a delicious flavor of ice cream. Well, that actually looks really cool. Refreshing, oddly refreshing looking. I mean, it's like a straight up whirlpools. I think this is the first time we saw that. That looked really cool. I like the controlling of it that she did. You feel better, man? I mean, it doesn't do anything to help your grades, but you're just not a monster anymore. You're just not unconscious anymore. Well, I mean, we had to just cross a bridge when we get to it. Maybe I is a fundamental part of the whole Precure system? I don't know. Okay. What exactly are we doing now? It's a mirror, which I figured it, but what does it do? Oh, the princess. Okay, I guess it makes sense. Seeing a princess through a mirror, it makes sense to me. Is she gonna like talk to us through it? Is she like awake? I guess we'll see next time. L-O-V-E. And they really have a lot on their plate. They have, you know, taking care of Ai-chan. They have the Precure stuff, and they have school stuff. And probably household chores. Like these are some very busy middle schoolers, that's all I'm saying. And yeah, and Mana just in general is always doing something, so. Does Mana ever sleep is what I want to know. Where are you? Okay, there we go. Okay, that was the 34th episode of Dokidoki Precure. And this episode, we had focus on Ai and kind of like taking care of her, right? Because that's always been kind of a thing in the show, the existence of Ai. And having to take care of her. I mean, she's especially important because she's like a part of the Aguri transformation sequence, right? So definitely our best interest to keep her in a good mood, like for several reasons, for sure. But this episode, she was just really upset for some reason, right? I mean, I guess, and then it didn't really clarify that too much, but she didn't seem to be a big fan of the motorcycle at the end of the episode, like the loud engine revving up and stuff like that. And yeah, probably definitely did not appreciate the whole circling around her thing. So definitely understandable to be not a big fan of any of that. But that was like in the last half. We actually started in a fight the first half, right? Which, I mean, we were doing well for a bit there, but then Ai-chan started to cry, which apparently powers up the bad guys. We also didn't get an answer about why that's the thing, but it is something we're kind of like contemplating currently, trying to figure out. But yeah, apparently crying equals powering up the bad guys, which is really not a good thing. That is really not a good thing, and something that's got to be taken care of. So the bulk of the episode was kind of focused on taking care of Ai-chan, trying to cheer her up. And one thing that was really interesting about that was the fact that they were kind of bringing in the parents for assistance, right? I made a comment about them being like, you know, like 5 mothers or whatever, but really the 2 main mothers are Mana and Rika. Like, that's just always been the thing, for sure. And as evidence of that, in this episode, both of their mothers are the ones that were actually relevant to the episode. None of the other ones were, just those 2. And it's really nice because we got some like one-on-one between the respective characters and their mothers, which was great. Again, giving them kind of some like insight and what it was like raising them, for sure. Oddly enough, it kind of reminded me of just kind of a random thing, but what was it called? The Land Before Time animated dinosaur movies from a long time ago, because in one movie they found Chomper, a little baby T-Rex, and they were trying to worrying about feeding it and taking care of it and stuff like that, and kind of went to grandparents for some advice on that, like what they did with him. And that's just a really random comparison, but it is one of the things that came to mind. Anyway, getting those scenes, especially like looking like Rika looking through the photo album, was pretty funny. It's like, wow, I really did just cry a lot. But you know, despite that, she turned out pretty well. Mana turned out pretty well, and they both had like their respective issues as a baby. Rika was a big old crybaby, and Mana was very adventurous. What do they say? Heroic exploits. Like, she was just always, once she started to walk, there's really no stopping her, which is just very in line with Mana's character. Just bringing weird stuff into the house, climbing on top of the jungle gym, just trying to give her mother a heart attack, clearly. But like I said, both of them turned out great, especially Mana, just this beacon of heroism and helping people and being supportive and can accomplish anything, right? So really hard to consider the mother a failure in that regard. So yeah, both mothers I think should be proud of what they accomplished, and they kind of both of the daughters kind of took some advice from their mother to help with Ai-chan. Well, Mana's advice I think was about smiling or whatever, which is just it's a simple thing, but it helps, for sure. It helps. And Rika, with Rika, we had a very nice hugging scene, which I appreciate. Just like the mom coming from behind and hugging her was great. Like, best scene, one of the best scenes of the episode, for sure. So yeah, after that point, they both did pretty well with Ai-chan, I would say. And I mean, the crying definitely seemed the ratio of crying to not crying seemed to improve a lot at that point. And she actually even laughed. I mean, it was more because of the bad guy falling than it was anything Mana and Rika did, but still, that was nice. And I'm sure if the motorcycle didn't show up, we would have made pretty good progress, but that did kind of put a bit of a damper on things. But nothing we couldn't take care of. I mean, it went downhill a little bit because, once again, we had the crying empowerment of the bad guy, but we still won in the end. That's the important thing. Really reassuring Ai-chan that we're gonna take care of her and protect her and all that, and she seemed to calm down. And the bad guys were dealt with, but that's just so messed up. How the bad guys like, hey, we're gonna go make the baby cry to power ourselves up. Like, that's such an evil thing to do, but they're bad guys, so I guess that's just how it is. But it just makes me want to root against them even more. So I'm glad they lost that encounter. It was funny though, just seeing all the attempts at cheering her up. Like, there was some pretty interesting stuff. I mean, we had like all the fairies like being a choo-choo train or whatever. We had the peekaboo from Mana, which I'm surprised didn't work. That was great. And singing from Makoto. Like, a lot of that stuff didn't quite work, but eventually we got things figured out, I think. And also with the Rika attack, I think that's the first time we saw that whirlpool thingy. But yeah, I thought that looked pretty great. And I think that's all I got to say on the episode. As usual, I'm kind of skimming through it to see if there's anything else I wanted to touch on. But I do appreciate just getting this motherhood focus episode, because if you're gonna have a baby be a fairly important part of the cast, you kind of want at least a little bit of focus on that, for sure. Otherwise, it's like, why even have that character? So it seems like there's still some mystery to be solved with that, so I look forward to getting some of that stuff figured out. Like, well, just how much significance there is to Ai-chan. So, yeah, pretty good episode, I would say. So, I'm getting it off here. If you liked the video, please hit the like button and support me on Patreon, and I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye-bye.